This Raxiom backup and auxiliary light kit is for those of you that have a 1987 and up Wrangler that are looking to add some reverse lights to your Jeep that are going to trigger automatically when you put the Jeep in reverse, and also have a switch so you can flick them on whenever you need them. This is a kit that's going to install pretty easily onto your Jeep because it does come with everything that you need to get it installed, although there is going to be a little bit of splicing required to pick up that reverse circuit, so I am going to give it a 2 out of 3 wrenches, and we'll talk more about the install in just a second. Like I said, this is going to be a very, very complete kit. It's going to have your 2 lights, it's going to have the wiring harness, the switch, everything you need to get it installed. However, you are going to pay for the convenience of having everything come in one box. You can certainly piece together a reverse and auxiliary backup light system for a little bit less expensive than this kit, but you are going to be doing a lot more legwork and you're going to be piecing something together and having to make it all work. This is all going to be a plug-and-play setup with the exception of that reverse trigger and the splicing you have to do there. So again, for the convenience, you are going to pay a bit of a premium. So this kit does have a couple of components. The heart of the system is right over here. You're going to have 2 LED backup lights. Each of these lights has 6 individual LEDs inside of it. These are going to be a 40-degree flood pattern. They're not going to have quite the dispersion or quite the flood of some other lights on the market, but 40 degree, because you have 2 of these, is still going to be plenty of light, plenty of spread to light up the area behind you. These can be mounted in a variety of different places. You can drill a hole in your factory bumper, aftermarket bumper. There are some brackets that will allow you to mount a light like this up on top of your reverse lights. You can put these on a roof rack. You can really get creative. Anywhere you're willing to drill a hole or purchase a bolt-on bracket, you can attach these lights. So that is going to be, like I said, really the heart of this system. What ties all of that together is right over here. This is your wiring harness. You can see right here you have 2 weatherproof connectors that are going to plug directly into your lights. You have your relay, you have an inline fuse, and you have a spot to attach your switch. So you're going to have that switch on the inside of the Jeep. You can flick that on and off. That's going to turn these lights on and off whenever you need them. But you're also going to have a blue wire here that you're going to splice into your factory reverse light circuit, and that's going to trigger these lights every time you put the Jeep in reverse. So you can just shift in reverse. You don't have to worry about hitting a switch. But if you are doing some camping, you're loading and unloading, you're hooking up a trailer, whatever you might be doing, and you need those lights on even when the Jeep isn't in reverse, you have the switch. So a very nice kit, a very complete kit, comes with everything you need. Going to be a fairly straightforward install as well. So for the installation, again, 2 out of 3 wrenches is probably going to take around 2 hours or so to get this installed. The first step is going to be getting those lights mounted up. Figure out where you want those. You want them to be unobstructed. You're going to want them probably down low so that you can see anything that you're backing up toward. But there are going to be a lot of different locations that you can mount these in. Like I said before, either drill a hole and get them bolted up or purchase a bracket that will allow you to bolt these up without needing to drill. Either way, you get your lights mounted up and you're done as far as that part goes. After that, you're going to run your wiring harness. That harness is going to have to go all the way back to the lights to get the lights plugged in. It's going to have to come all the way up into the engine bay to pick up power at the battery. And finally, there's a leg of that harness that needs to get pulled through the firewall in order to get your switch wired up in the dash. So you run your wiring harness, you get that leg pulled through the firewall, figure out where you want to mount your switch. Again, this is an area that you can either Dremel out a small spot in the dash and mount your switch right in there. You can purchase an aftermarket pod to install that switch so you don't have to do any cutting on your interior. However you want to get your switch mounted up, you'll get that mounted up and get it wired. Now, the last thing you'll have to do before you actually get your wiring harness powered, before you make those connections with the battery, is pick up your reverse light circuit, your reverse light trigger, and that's what's going to make it so these lights come on automatically every time your Jeep is in reverse. Now, the instructions are pretty clear with exactly where you pick up that wire. You're going to have to take off a little bit of trim, find the wire, strip it out, and make your connection of the blue wire here with that factory reverse light trigger. Once that's done, that's the last bit of your wiring. You simply make your connection at your battery, your positive and your negative terminals, and you're done. This kit's gonna run you right around $250, and like I said before, that's gonna be a little bit more expensive than if you were just to piece something together with similar components. You are gonna pay a premium for the convenience of everything coming together, having the weatherproof connectors, this being a pretty much plug-and-play setup. Aside from that one bit of splicing that you have to do, you are gonna pay a little bit more. Now, if you're somebody who's comfortable with automotive wiring, you understand how all of these things work together, you can go out there and piece a kit together for a little bit less. But if you're somebody who's not comfortable with that, or you just want to pay for the convenience of having everything coming in one box, really a one-stop shop, then this is going to be a great option. So if you're looking for a one-stop shop, very convenient reverse light and auxiliary light setup for your Jeep, I definitely recommend this setup from Raxiom, and you can find it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.